right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. He'll be dropped at the 30. And a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Smith. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play. Tried to start it out with a bang. But it's 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd every...
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Shaquille Barrett coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
13, 11. Go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. But he's got his man, Hilton. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Ayers in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Like 80.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Flush to his right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Like 20. 21. 12.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling, go for it. Let's get this,
okay.
All right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive. You're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this 1st down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
Like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Running for it. Here's Cook. And now he spins free. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Out of the gun, Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
15.
They snap it to Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darren Worley, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A give. This is Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K1 short. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Left side complete. Safarian-Jenkins. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And here come the Redskins now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Smith. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, Antonio Brown can wreak havoc in so many ways. Here he's able to cause a PI penalty.
He runs at defensive backs with such speed and power, I think it creates panic on their end, and a lot of times they just reach out and grab him, and that's the result there, a pass interference call.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is Smith. Crabtree with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now McCoy. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from the desert after this. Second and goal from the 1.
You guys go 52.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. LaShawn McCoy taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. First down, Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Garoppolo to try again on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
13. 12. Here we go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. K1 short. Able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Darryl Worley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot here before break. Smith He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
21, 21. Here we go.
Garoppolo looking deep for Hilton. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. T.Y. Hilton, 67 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And now it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to the air, Smith on second down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Left side here, caught by Clay. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Smith on third down. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Smith now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Give to McCoy. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And Davis has it over the middle. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And Davis with it left side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Black 80! Black 80! 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11, 11, 21, 21.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
80! 120!
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5.
Black 80! Black 80! Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Here we go, hurry up, hurry up! Slam, slam, slam! Go ahead.
Now a run to Cook, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
I said line 80. Great for team. Good list. Orange. Hey, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Airing it out for Hearns. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Carrying one deep for Krebs. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go, 15. Tiger.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Smith on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Smith to throw again. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Jay Gruden's guys unable to convert on 4th down. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. caught right side. Davis. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Cardinals on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long, it's Smith. Flushed out right. Looking deep now for McCoy. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
I got you. 11.
On first down, Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They come out here in the eye. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Carry now for McCoy. And some room to work. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Great 15. 12. Let's go. 15.
Back to throw, Smith. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This give is to McCoy. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
12.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. This complete to the tight end Clay. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Redskins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, back up.
To throw is Smith. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, Smith. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again, Smith. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
15. Yellow.
Throwing again is Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now Smith. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And partner, this first week, this first game.